Hi friends, welcome back to Astrology with Ninad. Happy Shubha Akshay Tritiya 2024 to everyone. Akshay Tritiya, it is one of the most auspicious and Shubha days in the year because Sun, the king of all planets, is transiting in its exaltation sign of Aries, while Moon, the queen of all planets, is transiting in its exaltation sign of Taurus. So this marks Akshay Tritiya, where it is celebrated largely in India, and it is believed that any new undertaking, new venture, any type of new purchase will only amplify, prosper, and flourish in the future. So, a lot of people buy gold, some people buy new properties, vehicles. It is also actually quite a good time for donation, for charity work, in my opinion. So, I thought of shedding some light on Akshay Tritiya. So, if you plan on starting any new venture, then this is definitely a good day to consider. Now, in this video, I am going to discuss the upcoming beautiful transit of Shukra Devta, Venus, in its own sign of Taurus, Vrushabha Rashi, on May 19. And Venus will keep transiting in its own sign till June 11. So this is a very important transit because when any planet enters its own sign, it is a very good, auspicious, and powerful placement because it is in its own domain. So, Venus, which is the natural planet of prosperity, wealth, luxury, happiness, pleasure, enjoyment, riches, all types of worldly desires, materialistic desires, will enter the second sign of the Kal Purush Kundali, Taurus, which also represents these very things. It represents wealth, money, food, speech, pleasure, luxury, finances. So it is going to be a very auspicious transit, and if you are running either the Mahadasha of Venus or the Antardasha, then lo and behold, it will be a very good transit for you. My predictions are mainly based on your moon sign, which is the Chandra Rashi, or ascendant sign, which is the Lagna Rashi per Vedic astrology. Moon sign predictions have an impact on the mind or emotions of a human being, while ascendant or rising sign predictions have an impact on actual physical events in life. If you don't know your signs, I recommend going to an online Vedic birth chart calculator, plugging in your birth details and finding out those signs. I recommend watching the prediction from both your signs, as over a period of time, maybe some months, you will know exactly which sign prediction you resonate most with. I have posted the timestamps in the description box below for your convenience, so you can click on the time that corresponds to your moon or rising sign and watch accordingly. So without any further delay, let's take a look at how this transit is going to impact all the 12 signs of the zodiac, starting from Aries all the way up to Pisces. For my Aries Mesh Rashi friends, Venus will be transiting in your second house itself in the Dhan Bhava. This is excellent because Venus naturally rules the second house where the sign of the Kal Purush Kundali, Taurus, falls. So, wealth accumulation, your bank balance increasing, your savings improving will be the natural occurrence here. Money will definitely be coming your way. It can even come your way from your business activities if you are running a business, because Venus rules your 7th house as well. There are chances you might get some surprise gift from your spouse, and that will give you a lot of happiness, a lot of pleasure. There might be fun family reunion on the cards. You might meet with people, with your extended family members you had not met for a long time, and just have a fun gala time. You will have lots of good food to eat. You might go to fancy restaurant, try some new cuisines, because second house is connected to food and drinks. And now the natural planet of luxury, pleasure, satisfaction, happiness, Venus, will give you all the things that you desire. Financially, you will also start to feel more stable. Your speech will get very convincing. You will be able to persuade other people to see your point of view quite easily. There might be some monetary benefits from your extended family members, from your relative side as well. Venus's direct aspect will fall on your 8th house, on the sign of Scorpio. Now, this house represents sudden, unexpected wealth that can come your way. So if you are running the Mahadasha of Venus or Antardasha, it is very well placed in your chart, then there are chances of sudden unexpected wealth. It can come through your in-laws, through inheritance, through insurance, through the sale of a vehicle, through your past investments, through any legacies, through any sale of real estate. Something that just happens very suddenly. It was not pre-planned. But it is also the house of loss, sudden loss. So, although there are chances of sudden gain, be careful and try not to go too much into risky speculative financial investments, gambling, betting. Try to avoid that and instead save the money that comes your way. It might also be a good time to find a cure for any chronic health issues that you are suffering from. Doing some research can help shed some light on any chronic health issues that you might be facing. But overall, a very good transit for my Aries friends, and I wish you the best. For my Taurus Vrushabha Rashi friends, the ruler of your sign Venus will be transiting in the very first house itself. This is a strong placement, as the first house is both a Kendra and a Trikon Bhava, which naturally enhances the auspiciousness of this position. Venus also rules your 6th house. So what does this all imply? Well, for first, Taurus sign people are always usually very charming. Now, due to this transit, your charm level will be increased to the 10th. Your personality will become very attractive. You will become very magnetic. You might only say a few words, but they will be very convincing, very persuasive. You will make other people see your point of view, which can help you quite a lot in your career and business area. Those who had dismissed you earlier, now they will start to notice your hidden talents and skills and give you the credit, recognition that you deserve. If you have any hidden talents and skills, now is the time to portray those to the world. Bring those forward. Showcase your talents, because now you will get the appropriate recognition for the same. Your overall immunity level will get stronger. Your health will improve. You will feel more robust. Your vitality will improve. If you are suffering from any acute health issues, you might find the right treatment for the same. It might not be a good time to take any new loans, but you might now start to think of creative ways on how you can repay any old loans you had taken in the past. Your everyday work-life routine will start to improve. You will become very enthusiastic in your daily job or business. which will encourage you to work harder, to perform stronger, and naturally you will be able to defeat your enemies and rise on top above your competition due to the same. Your leadership skills will start to shine because people will naturally be drawn to you. They will naturally be attracted by your persona. Your presence will become very pleasing. Your destiny and luck factor will start to support you more. Your finances will improve. Venus's direct aspect will fall on your 7th house. So, especially for men, the chances of marriage will get stronger here. You might get some new opportunities to connect with compatible people, and hopefully that could culminate in a marriage. Then if you're running a business, you might experience a sudden increase in profits, revenues. You'll think of creative ways on how you can minimize your loss and convert your revenues in a way that you can reinvest those back in your business and expand and grow it that way. Long distance journeys can also give you a lot of pleasure, happiness. And if you're already married, then there might be some long distance traveling involved, some vacations with your spouse, and your overall married life will be harmonious, joyful, and full of affection and love. So this is an excellent transit for my Taurus friends, and I wish you the best. For my Gemini Mithun Rashi friends, Venus will be transiting in your 12th house in its own sign of Taurus. Now this is known to be a good placement for Venus, as it will give you a lot of worldly and materialistic desires that you seek, because there will be an increase in your overall expenses and spending, but it can be for something that you enjoy or desire, such as going for shopping, going for movie, going to a fancy restaurant, trying out new cuisines, going on a long distance vacation to a foreign land, going out on romantic date with your partner or with your spouse. So the expenses will be there, but again it is redirected towards basically things that an individual mostly desires or enjoys. Then we see that if you were suffering from any sleep disorders such as insomnia, then there might be a relief on the cards and you might get better sleep quality during this transit. Because Venus also rules your 5th house, if you're single, then there are chances you could connect with someone living in a foreign land, because your 5th lord will be transiting in the 12th house in its own sign. But the 5th house is its Mool Trikon sign, Libra. So there is a good chance you can connect with a person from a different culture, race, religion, from a completely different background, because here the house of permanent foreign settlement is activated. So there is a chance for single people to connect with someone from a different country. There will definitely be a rise in bed pleasure activity, because 12th house is linked to that. So love and romance and passion will definitely be on the cards for people already in a relationship. Venus also will directly aspect your 6th house. So that can help you strategize on ways to repay any loans you had taken in the past. But it might not be the most ideal time to take new loans unless your natal chart supports the same. There might be some more spending on the cards if you're running your business, you might think of marketing your business better so that you can defeat the competition and rise on top. Because there is good ways with creative methods you can defeat your competition, defeat your enemies, and show the world what you're made of. Your overall routine, whether in your job or business, will also improve to a great extent, which will help you get more focus and create more enthusiasm in you, which will make you work harder, and naturally you will reap the rewards for the same. So overall, a very good transit for my Gemini Mithun Rashi friends, and I wish you the best. For my Cancer Karka Rashi friends, Venus will be transiting in your 11th house in the sign of Taurus. Now this is one of the best placements because 11th house is your house of desires. It is literally manifesting your deepest desires, your wishes, your dreams. So the 11th house lord transiting in its own sign is a boon. It can help you to fulfill your desires, help you to slowly accomplish your goals, objectives, whatever your desire may be, whether it is to get married, whether it is, if you're single, finding a partner, whether it is making more money in your business area, or whether it is you're seeking a promotion, bonus, salary increment in your job, or whether it is to pursue higher education, whether it is to improve the relationship with your children, whether it is to gain more followers if you are an influencer, whether it is to do any type of investments which can reap rewards down the road. Overall, it is a very supportive placement for the same. Because 11th house, basically any planet is known to do very well. And when a planet is transiting in its own sign, lo and behold, it is only going to give you good results. It also rules your 4th house. So what does that imply? You could benefit monetary wise from the sale of your property. You could benefit from the sale of your vehicle. Some people might think of buying a new car or buying a new house during this time as well. Be careful in your relationship with your mother, as there might be some slight ups and downs. So try to maintain a balance. From the 11th house, Venus will directly aspect your 5th house. So those people in the field of teaching can largely excel during this time, and the students will greatly applaud your teaching skill and abilities during this transit. It is a good time for you to portray and showcase your hidden talents and skills and bring those to the forefront, as you will get the recognition for the same. If you had invested in the stock market or any speculative investments in the past, you might see some good returns around this time. So overall, this is looking to be quite an auspicious transit for my Cancer Karka Rashi friends. I thank you for watching. For my Leo Simha Rashi friends, Venus will be transiting in your 10th bhava in its own sign of Taurus. Now this is an excellent transit, especially for your career. There might be a good change for some people. If you don't have a job, I highly recommend apply to lots of jobs, give interviews, as there is a very good chance of landing a new job with a good salary and benefits package. Venus is also co-ruling your 3rd house. So what does that imply for you? Basically, with your parakram, with your hard work, dedication, commitment, perseverance, There are chances of a bonus, promotion, or a salary increment that might be pending or long overdue. You will start to get more recognition, more credit for your hard work and effort that you have been putting in your job. You will start to get better along with your co-workers, colleagues. Your bosses will give you more support to achieve your career goals, objectives. Your leadership skills will start to shine. You will be able to multitask effectively, finish projects in a timely manner, and slowly achieve all that you wanted to in your career goal and aspirations. Because not only Venus, but you see that Sun, Jupiter will also be there in your 10th house. So this conjunction is looking very powerful and it is strongly activating your career house. There might be some short distance traveling involved, which can also be beneficial. The direct aspect will be on your 4th house. So naturally Venus is the Karaka of vehicles. So some people might think of selling their car for a profit or to make some money. Some people might also think of investing in real estate, or even maybe think of selling their property for a profit. Overall relationship with your mother will also improve. If she was suffering from any health issues, then there might be some respite in that area. Those students who are pursuing primary education will do very good in their academics. Overall, mentally also you will feel more relaxed, happy, peaceful. Doing yoga, meditation, pranayam can be quite effective here. So a very good transit for my Leo Simha Rashi friends, and I thank you for watching. For my Virgo Kanya Rashi friends, Venus will be transiting in your 9th house in its own sign of Taurus. Now this is a good placement because 9th house is considered to be one of the most auspicious bhavas in Vedic astrology. It is a trine house, and now Venus is transiting in its own sign. Any planet placed in its own sign will always try to give favorable results. So it also rules your 2nd house. What does this imply? Well, there might be some spending or some type of expenses involved in relation to long distance vacation or long distance travel that you had desired for a while, but you just couldn't do it for some reason. But that will give you a lot of joy and happiness. Then for those students pursuing higher education, such as masters, PhD, postdoc programs, they will largely excel during this transit. If they were facing some difficulties, stagnancy, not getting a clear direction, then the education path will be cleared up now, and students will get a lot of focus and clarity in their objectives and goals related to their education. Your overall professors will also support your academic venture, and you will get the full blessings of Venus in this area. There might also be some expenses involved in visiting holy pilgrimage. You might think of doing some charity work, donation work, because 9th house is also the house of the Dharma Trikon. So some charitable activities or spiritual activities or even religious activities are seen here, but there might be some spending in the same. Some people might perform some religious ceremonies at their home, or they might travel to a temple or any other religious institution of their choice, which might be far away from their residence. Because Venus is also aspecting your 3rd house, which is also the mirror reflection of the 9th house and indicate travel. So traveling will definitely be on the cards, both short and long distance travel, but it will be good for the most part. It will be beneficial. Your overall relationship with your siblings, especially younger siblings, can improve during this time. You might spend some memorable time with them, some quality time with them. Your overall communication skills will also improve. Your speech will become very convincing, very persuasive, and you will make other people see your point of view quite effectively. Those people employed in field of sales, advertising, marketing, real estate, hospitality industry, arts and entertainment industry, any creative type of industry will largely excel. Just put in the hard work and effort. So overall a good transit for my Virgo friends. I wish you the best and take care. For my Libra Tula Rashi friends, the ruler of your ascendant Venus will be transiting in the 8th house, the Ashtam Bhava. So there are chances of sudden transformations that can happen here, mostly for the good, because Venus is going to be transiting in its own sign. Any planet placed in its own Rashi will try to give good results. It is also the house of sudden unexpected cash flow. It can come your way through your in-laws, through inheritance, through insurance, through any legacies, through your past investments, through the sale of your vehicle, something that is very unexpected and out of the blue. But it is also the house of sudden loss. So you do need to be a bit cautious and refrain from risky speculative investments, gambling, any type of betting. Try to avoid that if possible. There are chances of many Libra people now getting more inclined towards occult, because 8th house is connected to occult science. So a lot of people might take interest in learning more about astrology, tarot reading, any kind of other disciplines like numerology, palm reading, face reading, astronomy. All these things might start to fascinate you and you might take more interest in learning about them. Those people employed or working in a research related field can make remarkable progress during this transit. Those people in any investigation type of roles can also make a significant discovery which can help them to climb the ladder of success in their organization. Then we see that there might be some relief from chronic health issues if you were suffering from them. You might find the right treatment or medication or the right kind of doctor for you who can help you to recover from chronic health issues that were bothering you. Then we see that Venus will directly aspect your second house, which means your finances will become stronger, your savings can grow, wealth accumulation can increase, and financially you will feel stronger during this transit. There might also be some reunion with family members you had not met for a long time. But just try to be watchful of the food you eat and what you drink, because if you're not careful, if you're not cautious, then it can cause some health issues. But overall, this transit for my Libra friends can be good in some ways and not so good in a few areas as I mentioned. All the best. For my Scorpio Vrischika Rashi friends, Venus will be transiting in its own 7th house in the sign of Taurus. Now this is a very good placement because Venus is the natural significator or Karaka of the 7th Bhava, and now it is transiting in its own sign. Any planet placed in its own Rashi will always try to give favorable results. So now what does this signify? 7th house represents marriage, your spouse. So for single people who were hoping to get married and are not finding the right matches, finally luck will start to favor them and they will be able to possibly connect with compatible matches. But the chance of connecting with someone is higher if they are living in a foreign land, because the Mool Trikon of Venus falls in the 12th house. So there is a strong chance that you might connect with someone from a foreign country who might be appropriate for marriage. Those people who are already married couples will have a lot of marital bliss. They will experience love, harmony, affection, and a lot of memorable time in their married life during this transit. If things were not going smooth, now is the time to rectify and solve those issues, because you have the complete blessing of Venus in this regard. There might also be some long distance traveling, journey, vacation with your spouse involved, so you should certainly embark on the same. If you are running your own business, now you will experience more profits, increase in revenues, your losses will start to go down, and you will strategize your business activities in a way much better than before, which will help you to generate more revenue and even defeat your competition. Rise on top above your enemies. In the marketplace that you are in, you will be able to stand out among your competition. If you are in a business partnership, then your business partner will also start to support you more. You will both align on the same goals, objectives, and vision of your business plan. If things were not going smooth before, now is the time to remedy and rectify the issues which can help to balance and save your business partnership. From the 7th house, you see that Venus will directly aspect your ascendant. So naturally, your personality will become very charming, sweet, convincing, persuasive, magnetic. People will start to notice you and give you the attention that you deserve, whether in your job, whether in your business, whether in your social life, whether in your friend circle, your network circle. Your reputation, your image, your prestige will start to grow. You will only say a few words, or you might not be aggressive or dominant in your speech, but you will say it in such a way that it is very convincing, very likable, and people will be naturally drawn to you for the same. There are chances of your health area improving as well. Overall, finances will improve. Your luck and destiny factor will also start to support you more during this transit. So, a very good time indicated for my Scorpio Vrishik Rashi friends, and I thank you for watching. For my Sagittarius Dhanu Rashi friends, Venus will be transiting in your 6th house in its own sign of Taurus. Now, this is a good placement, although not one of the best placements, but it can still help you in certain areas. For example, if you had taken any loan in the past, now is the time you can start to think of ways to repay those loans and become debt free. It's also a decent time for you to think of taking a new loan if you had wanted to for a while to start something new. If you are running a business, then it is a great time for you to think of creative ways, strategic thinking on ways how you can defeat your competition in the marketplace and rise on top. If you were suffering from health issues, now there might be some relief on the cards, and your overall immunity will get stronger, your vitality will improve, and you will start to feel more robust. Your everyday work-life routine will also get exciting. You will become very enthusiastic about your job, about your business, and you will put in the hard work and effort that is required for you to be successful. Because Venus also rules your 11th house, which is the house of desires, wish fulfillment. It is the house of money flow. And 6th house is also Artha Trikon. So naturally, your finances will improve. Money will definitely come your way through your job, through your business activities. Just try to save that money. Try not to unnecessarily loan it out to people that you don't know too well or that you don't trust that much, because chance of getting that money back might be slim. Then we see that Venus will also aspect your 12th house, which means that there might be some expenses on the card, but it can be for things that you enjoy, such as traveling to a foreign country for vacation, or it can be for shopping or going out on a romantic date with your partner or with your spouse. It can be for going to a fancy restaurant to try out new cuisines. It might be for just going to a movie or going to Disneyland or just anything that you enjoy. Because expenses will be there, but it will be now channeled towards things that you desire or enjoy more. So overall, a good transit for my Sagittarius Dhanu Rashi friends. I wish you all the best and thanks for watching. For my Capricorn Makar Rashi friends, Venus will be transiting in your 5th house in its own sign of Taurus. This can be quite an impactful transit for you and can be quite a game changer, because it is a key planet which rules both a center and a trine house in your natal chart, and now it is transiting in the very auspicious 5th house itself. So what does this all signify? Well, if you have any type of creative ideas that you were thinking of presenting to your boss, to your colleagues, then now is the perfect time to do so, because you need to bring your creative talents and skills to the forefront, which will help you to get the recognition, because the spotlight is going to be on you now. So it is your time to shine in your career area. So use your creative decision making and implement those ideas which can help you to get noticed by your superiors, because that is the way you will get much ahead in your job in the coming days. So this is the perfect transit for you to portray all your talents and showcase that to the world, not just in your career, but even let's say you're an influencer or you want to become an influencer, then this is the perfect transit which can give you that much needed boost for you to gain that visibility. If you're single, then it is a great time for you to find a compatible partner and get into a relationship. There are chances of finding a compatible match even at your workplace, because Venus is also ruling your 10th bhava, where its Mool Trikon Libra falls. So if you're very good friends with someone at your workplace and there is mutual liking as well, then it could convert into a romantic relationship. And those people already in a relationship who were experiencing any issues, now those can be completely solved, they can be rectified, and the peace, harmony, love in your relationship can once again be there. The love, romance, passion, and the missing spark can certainly be reignited. So Venus is here to save your relationship. So you need to put in the effort from your side as well. If you're in the teaching profession, then your teaching ability and skills, your teaching talent will be largely recognized by your superiors, by your students, who will applaud your teaching skill and abilities. If you have any children, then your overall relationship with them will also improve. You will start to spend more quality time with them and they will start to respect you more. Due to Venus direct aspect on your 11th house, it indicates some more inflow of money that might be released. The blockage might be lifted a bit because Saturn's aspect is also on the 11th house. So this is a much needed relief in terms of finance area. So due to Venus, the natural planet of wealth, activating the Labhasthan, it is good news in terms of the monetary point of view. And if you have any long-term wishes, dreams, goals, ambitions, then it is the correct time to start really pursuing those with full gear. And there is a strong chance in the coming months, days, years, all your dreams, goals, ambitions, desires, and wishes can certainly be realized. So overall, a great transit for my Capricorn friends. Even it is a time where you can expand your social network, make new friends, meet influential people, grow your network, grow your influence. So do not hesitate, do not shy away, because this transit is here to give you the rewards. All the best. For my Aquarius Kumbha Rashi friends, Venus will be transiting in your 4th house in its own sign of Taurus. Now this is an excellent placement because Venus becomes Digbali, gains directional strength in the 4th house, and it is also a very good planet for you because it rules a Kendra and a Trikon Bhava, the 4th and the 9th houses respectively. So what does that imply for you? Well, there is a strong chance some people might buy a brand new vehicle, a dream car that they always wanted during this transit, because Venus, which represents or signifies vehicles, is transiting in the 4th bhava itself. And especially that might be true if you are a person who is working in a foreign country. Then we see that there is also a chance of you decorating your home with brand new luxury furniture, decoration, items, and making it look even more beautiful, more suitable, or which will match your taste. Because Venus is all about beauty, art, artistic representation, artistic expression. So you will bring that to the forefront in regards to your domestic environment. You will also feel mentally relaxed, peaceful, happy, like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. It will be a great time to de-stress, taking up yoga, doing meditation, pranayam, relaxing breathing exercises, mindfulness techniques will do wonders here. If there were any issues in the relationship with your mother, that can be rectified and there can be an improvement in the same. If your mother was suffering from any health issues, there can be some relief and respite in that area as well. Those students pursuing primary education will start to do very well in their academics during this transit, so they should make the best use of it. The direct aspect of Venus will fall on your 10th house. So naturally, with your charm, with your dedication, with your convincing ability, you will be able to portray and bring your talents to the forefront, which will help you get the recognition, rewards, and credit that you truly deserve, that you have not been getting so far. Slowly, things can start to change for the better. If you don't have a job, I highly recommend keep applying and do not give up, because now Venus will add charm to your personality, where you might be able to easily pass an interview if even your natal birth chart supports the same. Your leadership skills will start to shine. Those who had dismissed you earlier, they will start to notice you and they will come to you seeking advice and counsel. Overall, your relation with your colleagues, with your co-workers, with your bosses will also start to improve much better, because Saturn's aspect is also on the 10th house and Jupiter is combust. But this transit of Venus will be quite effective for the same. All the best. For my Pisces Meen Rashi friends, Venus will be transiting in your 3rd house in its own sign of Taurus. Now Venus also rules your 8th house. So what does this all signify? If you are in the occult sciences field, let's say you're into astrology, tarot reading, numerology, palmistry, face reading, and you give any type of consultations via electronic means, whether it is through email, through Zoom, through Skype, through in person, if you are basically in any way connected to this and you're doing electronic communication or even in-person communication in general connected to these areas, you will largely benefit during this transit. If you have some type of social media through which you basically showcase your talent, skills, you can start to gain more following. Your communication skills will be quite impressive. You will sound very convincing, even though you might say only a few words, but you will make a strong impact on whoever you are interacting with. People will be just naturally drawn to you. They will be mesmerized by the way you speak, by the way you communicate. You will sound very convincing. You will make other people see your point of view very efficiently. So they will come to you seeking advice, seeking good counsel. Short distance traveling journeys, long distance traveling journeys can be quite beneficial. The more hard work, effort, parakram you put into anything, you will start to see success for the same, because Venus direct aspect will be on your 9th house, on the Bhagyastan. So your destiny and luck factor will start to improve slightly, because Saturn's aspect is also on the 9th. But now you will have the full blessings of Venus, which is the most auspicious planet. Your relationship with your siblings will also improve, especially younger siblings. If there were any issues in the past, those can be remedied. And once again, the harmony and peace in your relationship can be there. You will just need to put in the effort. Communication in a transparent and straightforward way will be quite effective here. And any creative talent, skills, hobbies that you have, bring it to the forefront. Showcase your talents to the world, because those talents will be recognized and you will get the rewards, credit and recognition for the same. So overall, a good transit for my Pisces Meen Rashi friends, and I thank you for watching. All the best.